Move that we approve the minutes. God, that thing's loud.
Second.
One abstain.
Old business, not new business.
So the first item under new business is TMS number 13714090033. Address 709 Felix Street, zoned GR5 General Residential, owned by Helen Harris. This is the special exception request to allow the operation of a short-term rental in a GR5 zone, ordinance section 3.4.3. We can see here from the location map, the property is located off of Felix Street, which is a small gravel road that goes from Graham Lane to Richland Street. Backs up to the Berlin Myers Parkway. The zoning, again, as I said, is GR5 and all of the surrounding properties are zoned GR5. So I've included in here the section that applies to short-term rentals and the conditions that they need to meet to operate as a short-term rental. So my apologies, it's bouncing back and forth. Owner occupancy has been established by the homeowner. That is determined by the county when they issue their 4% homestead exemption for single family owner occupied homes. So they have met that, and that has been provided to staff. They have applied for the business license. One of the conditions is peaceful enjoyment by the neighbors. I don't see any neighbors to complain about that. She has provided proof of insurance, and a safety inspection will be conducted if the board chooses to approve the special exception. So based on the UDO, a special exception requires that these 6 items here are addressed, and these criteria need to be addressed by the board to be approved. So whether the proposed use is compatible with the existing land uses in the surrounding area. 2, whether the proposed site plan, circulation plan, and schematic architectural designs are harmonious with the character of the surrounding area. 3, the likely impact on public infrastructure such as roads, parking facilities, and water and sewer systems, and on public services such as police and fire protection and solid waste collection, and the ability of existing infrastructure and services to adequately service the proposed use without negatively impacting existing uses in the area and in the town. 4, whether the proposed use and designs are in general conformity with the town's comprehensive plan and any other plans officially adopted by the town. 5, likely impact on public health and safety. 6, potential creation of noise, lights, fumes, dust, smoke, vibration, fire hazard, or other injurious or obnoxious impacts. Based on staff's review of the application and the location of the property, staff does have a concern with the nature of Felix Street and the addition of more traffic to the undersized road. Though we do feel that if the short-term rental is operated properly and there are no events, parties, or other large attendance gatherings, it is possible that a short-term rental at this location may have little impact on the neighbors or the surrounding street. Staff has not received any phone calls from anyone concerning the proposed request, and the BZA must evaluate the application against the stated criteria above and determine whether a special exception is appropriate at this location. So the applicant did indicate that she was picking her vehicle up in Mount Pleasant. Are you Helen? come on up. We've already started. So I just went over you can come to the podium and sign in, please. So I just read the staff report, explained the position to the board. And I was just getting ready to turn it over to the board for discussion. Oh, sorry. So this is starting here at letter E is what applies.
I have one question. So the owner has to live.
Yes.
Owner has to live there.
I'm just gonna ask could you elaborate on what your plans are there?
Please step up to
Step up to the microphone.
We record this so we can hear it.
I just moved here from downtown and I,
Just turn it on.
It's on, it just,
yeah, so I mean, I've been in this area for a while and I plan on residing there permanently, but it has a mother-in-law suite attached to it. So I don't live in that part, so I would like to use it out for short-term rental, not for huge groups, mainly for people who, like couples, people traveling, want to see the area, but I don't want to do like I don't want it to be like a party spot basically, because I live there as well. So, those are my plans for it. I just plan on living there and using that as,
Do
short-term rental.
you have a particular focus on short-term rental as opposed to, say, a student leasing it for a year or something?
Yeah, I don't particularly love that because my family comes and visits and my friends, I'd like to have it available as I want to use it, but also make use of the space.
And you specified there was a mother-in-law suite out back. Obviously, under this provision, you're allowed up to 5 bedrooms, or guest rooms, but you're just intending to have that one space be utilized.
Yeah, so if you, there's a door connecting my part of the house to the mother-in-law suite. So it's basically just one, kind of think of a studio. It's like a big bedroom with a kitchenette and a bathroom. Oh, probably 800 square feet. So it's a nice size, like probably you see in New York or something. Somebody rent that little spot out, so.
Okay, yeah, the reason I'm asking is just because obviously we're trying to consider the impact on the surrounding area. And if you just are renting it to like one occupant or one little family at a time, that,
Yeah, short term, it really only has the occupancy for, my sister's staying there in the summer. So I was trying to figure out the max number of people who could be in there because their family's staying in there. And that would be 4 people with her family. So that's more than I want in there for an Airbnb, or probably 2 to 3. But it has a click-clack type of sleeping arrangement, and it has a full-size bed. Plenty of parking, it's-
You ready for a motion? You ready for a
Yes.
motion? I move we approve
I would second that.
the request.
Any other discussion?
Yeah, I'll just say it doesn't look like.
Pardon?
Yeah, I just make a point. It doesn't look like there's much. I mean, the big question here would be impact on local infrastructure and everything else. And given that it's just a mother-in-law place and you're not going to be renting it all the time or to big groups, it can't be much of an impact on
I
anybody
don't
else.
like loud noises, so I don't want a bunch of people living
And
there.
yeah, and then you're living there, so.
It would my dream would be for it to be, like a young couple traveling, or, people my grandparents say just want to stay there and explore Charleston for one weekend or whatever. So that's kind of what I would like to rent out to. Thank you.
You're all good.
Move to adjourn.
Yeah, there's nothing else. Yep, that was all.
All in favor?